Count money, man. Stack riches. Try and told him I'm a beast bud.
What's up, gang? Welcome back to another episode of the GRINDcast. Get ready. It's a new day. It's a day to take responsibility and change our life. You know, taking responsibility. I mean, this is a big one. It's hard to do, but it'll change your life. You know, the thing that I see the most in people that have potential, one of the top things that I see the most in people that have potential, that kind of don't go to that next level that they could go to in life, is they let excuses keep them down. And they blame a lot. Like blaming and excuses isn't the language of people that win, is what I've found. Like real people that win at high levels, you get to blaming and making excuses, they're looking at you. Like even if you're not in their same business, but if you're around people like that and you're blaming and making excuses, that already is going off in their mind as a red flag of like, hey, is this somebody that I want to be spending my time with around? Because those are traits of non-winners. So excuses and success don't go together. You got to, if you want to have one, you got to lose the other, right? So if you want to have success, you got to lose the excuses. And if you want to have excuses, then you got to forget about success. You got to lose success. But excuses are lies that you tell yourself just to justify staying stuck. You got to hear me. Excuses are lies that you tell yourself just to justify staying stuck where we're at. We got to take responsibility. We got to make a change. You are one decision away. We are one decision away from a completely different life. And it starts with taking ownership. Ownership unlocks your power. Taking ownership unlocks your power to start to take control of your life. Blame keeps you powerless. It gives away your power. Oh, it's an outside circle. It's because of him. It's because of her. It's because of this. It's because of that. That keeps you powerless. You can't point the finger and blame everybody else as to where you're not, why you're not where you want to be, and all this other stuff. If you want to go to the next level, you got to own yourself first. You got to own what you could do better first. You don't need permission to improve. You just need commitment. You need to be committed. Part of the things that we need to be committed to is constant change. Change is uncomfortable, but so is staying stagnant. Think about that. Like it's uncomfortable to stay the same and be stagnant and not grow, and to just want to grow, but just stay where you're at. That's uncomfortable. It's also uncomfortable to change. It's also uncomfortable to grow. Growth and change those are like hand in hand. Those are cousins. Those are brothers and sisters. Change and growth. Change and growth. Change is constant. And people that don't like to change, they don't like to get uncomfortable. That's why we got to get uncomfortable. We got to be comfortable getting uncomfortable. Because in order to grow is to change. In order to change is going to be uncomfortable. Your dreams don't work unless you do. Right? You've heard this before. Your dreams don't work unless you do. Action creates the outcome that you want. What action steps are you taking? Like, all right, we got this dream. We got this vision. Now we got to apply, like, what is it that I want to do? What's the plan? What I got to do? Now I got to take the action steps. I got to take the action step, because if I got the vision and I got a plan and then I start taking the action steps, that's how you start to get closer to making that dream a reality and getting the outcome that you want. The gap between where we're at and where we want to be, that's called action. So I want you to look at yourself right now and where you're at and take a peek and say, all right, what is my vision? Everybody got to have a vision. I don't care how old you are. what stage of your life that you're in, young or old, don't matter, everywhere in between, you got to have a vision of something. What are you trying to accomplish? What do you want to accomplish for your kids, for your grandkids, for your parents, for your sister, for your wife, for your husband, for your children? What are you trying to do? What are you working on? Okay, so what is that vision? Now, what's the goal this year, today, this month? Like, goals is the roadmap to executing in your vision. You got to break down that vision and then start setting these goals. Daily goals, weekly goals, monthly goals, yearly goals. Like if I got a yearly goal, I got to break it down into the daily goal, because you'll never change your life unless you change something that you do in your daily ritual, your daily routine. We got to go down to the daily, to the weekly. What are we doing? And so we got the vision, we got the goal broken down. Now we got a plan of action. Here's what I'm going to do every day. Here's what I'm going to do every week. And then understand the difference between where you are and where you want to be is that action piece. It's that action step. We got to make the decision, right? Decide it of like, all right, here's what it is. I'm going to commit to that. Think about what is commitment. I'm going to commit to that. That means no excuses. No matter what, I'm all in. Commitment. And then we got to execute that and rinse and repeat every single day. And that's going to get you to where you want to be. I also think part of that is like leaving yourself no option. Sometimes we call it burning the bridges. Sometimes we call it no plan B. Whatever you want to call it, just the mindset has to be, you got to get in your mind that there's no option. I'm not coming home without it. Like, we're going to get it done. You got to make that. That's when I say decide and commit. That's what I mean by decide and commit. Decide and commit is that, like, I don't care what it takes. I don't care how hard it gets. I don't care how long it is. I don't care how many setbacks I get. I don't care if I get injured. I don't care what they say about me. I don't care whatever it is. I'm going to get it done. There ain't no option. And here's the plan. This is my plan. Do you have a plan? Are we winging it, or do we got a plan? Here's my daily plan. Here's my weekly plan that I'm committed to. And then every day I got to go to church. Every day I got to go. Not to church. You know what I'm talking about? Every day you got to go to battle with yourself. Every day you got to go to war with yourself. And you got to try to win as many of those days as possible. And in order to commit, if you're committed to something, you got to decommit from a lot of other things. You got to sacrifice a lot of other things. You got to let go of a lot of other things. If you want to change your life, you got to take responsibility. Part of taking responsibility is you got to let some things go that are on your plate, that are not serving you, that are not getting you closer to your goals, that are not getting your family closer to their goals, that are not, all those things, you're going to have to let a lot of stuff go. Anybody that you see that's committed to anything, they've made a decision already. They're committed to those things. Watch how many things they say no to. Watch how many things that they don't do. Watch how many things in their life they've gotten rid of, people they've gotten out of their life, things that's called committed, because you're not going to be able to do all the things that you want to do. That's why you got to be committed to something. To be committed to something means that you're going to have to say no to a lot of other things. Just like look at it as a marriage, right? So if you're committed in your marriage, means you're going to have to say no to other men. You're going to have to say no to other women. You're going to have to say no to, you got to be committed, even if it sucks for a minute, even if it's not great in the moment, even if it's unhealthy for a second. Like, you got to be committed past the point of the honeymoon phase, past the point, because there's no excuses. We take responsibility. What can I change? What can I do to grow? What can I do to take control of this situation? And you're going to be shocked when you start to take responsibility, looking in the mirror, taking responsibility, committing, and then executing on what you said you were going to do every single day. Watch how much progress you make in the midst of changing your life. And what I want to encourage you as we close out is you gotta start to put a high price and a high value on who you become versus what you get. Because that's the only way that you can love the process, and the only way you're going to accomplish greatness in your life is going to be by the process. Not like nothing great is accomplished usually overnight, over time. It may happen overnight, but it was a series of 10 years leading up to that part, or that 5 years leading up to that thing, whatever it is. You have to get good at committing to the process in order to get to where you want to go. How the heck can I fall in love with the process when it's not moving fast enough for me? Because that's how I changed my life. It's by learning to value who you're becoming on the journey, because they can never take that away from you. That's something that you could pass on to your children. I saw this other powerful quote one day, and I'm going to do the best I can in my mind, but it's not about what you leave your kids in the form of money and wealth. I think they say the average scenario of even some of the most wealthy people, like 2 or 3 generations deep, it's all gone. Not just that. I think it's good to leave some wealth if you can behind. That's great. I think what's more important is what lessons you can leave your kids, what character, what values, what things you can instill into the people that follow you in leadership, or into the people that follow you in your household, whatever it is. And that's that part of things is going to be you valuing who you become on the journey. So regardless of where you go, regardless of what job you have, or what business you have, or what place that they put you in, or what circumstance they put you in, anywhere you go, there you go. They can't take that away from you. Right? What's that thing you know, it's real popular, sounds real cool. Throw me to the wolves, I'll come back leading the pack. Right? Throw me to the wolves, I'll come back leading the pack. I mean, it sounds good, makes a hell of a t-shirt, makes a sweet poster. But basically, man, just get comfortable if they throw you wherever life throws you. Come back leading the pack. And if you're going to lead the pack, only pack you got to worry about is leading yourself. When you lead yourself well, all the other things start to follow in line with those things. All right. So what have you not been taking responsibility for in your attitude, in your actions? Have you pointed the finger at all these other people, what they're doing wrong, what they need to do wrong? Or do you get super offended? It's hard to take constructive criticism. Are you able to take some responsibility? Because that's where the growth is at. That's where the change is at, is looking internally, having some self-reflection and saying, these are the things that I'm going to work on, then committing to it and making steps towards that. All right. And if you're listening to this, guess what? You're already one of those people. You're already doing it. Could have been anywhere, could have spent this 15 minutes on anything, and you said, man, let me try to improve myself. Let me try to add value to myself. And after we add value to ourselves, you know what we got to do next? We got to add value to others. So if this message helped you, forward this message to somebody that you think we can help, or other messages that you think, man, this is perfect for a person. This is something they could benefit from. That's the whole goal here. That's the whole vision here. All right. Looking forward to the next time I have an opportunity to speak into your life next week. Thank you for spending some time with us this week. And as always, thanks for joining us on another episode of the GRINDcast. Get ready. It's a new day.